Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to the channel. I'm Heather.
And I'm Casey.
And today we are at Europa Park. Can you see it behind us? It's raining. Not the loveliest day ever, but we are gonna make the most of it. We can see Silver Star going in front of us. And we are huge Disney fans, so we've heard a lot of comparisons, though also a lot of differences.
Yes.
So we're really excited to kind of check out really all of it, really the differences and the similarities, but we'll point things out that maybe like remind us or that we feel are different from the Disney parks. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the park has to offer, and we've seen pictures and videos and stuff of very similar attractions and items and stuff, so
and we have been, like, full disclosure, we have been, but we've been only to a very small portion of the park because our time was kind of cut short being sick. You all know we've been sick and under the weather, so today we're going to really explore. We didn't realize how little we actually saw until we looked at a park map.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger than what we thought it was going to be.
Much bigger. So we're going to head in and show you. The grand entrance here is so similar to Magic Kingdom, and it's beautiful. I absolutely love it, so I can't wait to kind of show you some of that on our way into Europa. If you're new to the channel, we do a lot of content about life in Germany, living abroad in general, traveling, exploring, so definitely consider hitting that subscribe button and coming along for the journey. Let's head in. I've got Ed all to myself at the front of the park right now. So Ed is your main character here, and the girl mouse, I believe, is Ida or Ada. Somebody let me know in the comments the proper pronunciation. But we've got Ed right here in the front, and the Mack family is the family in charge of Europa Park. They own the park, and they are actually, from what we understand, ride engineers. So the family has a history of ride engineering. So parks all around the world have their rides, including certain Disney parks. I believe, especially maybe it was Tokyo, I want to say, has some Mack rides. So really interesting and excited to learn more about that too. So say hi to Ed and let's go on in. I was so excited! So pretty. This front entrance is gorgeous. Every bit as gorgeous, I feel like, as Magic Kingdom. So.
Alright, we made it in.
We made it in, and we've got all the park maps here. We've got English, German, French, at least that we're looking at right here. We already do have some park maps because we stayed at the Hotel Palacio last night on property. And so we will do sort of a review of that soon, but they gave us park maps there, so we've already got them in our bag and we are ready to go. And this is just such a gorgeous front entrance. I love all the country theming, that's a big thing here. So it kind of reminds you of like a mix of Magic Kingdom and Epcot. A lot more rides for families, as well as some bigger rides, but then you've got all the country theming all through the park, so. So this is kind of like the Main Street USA, but one thing we do know from the areas we've been to is that you get little surprises around every corner here. You have all these beautiful roads and sections, not just the one main entrance section. So this is stunning though. I love how intimate it feels.
So today with the weather, obviously not the best for riding big roller coasters and everything. So today we're going to kind of focus on doing dark rides, the indoor rides, and checking out the food and just what the park has to offer for scenery and
shows.
Yeah, different shows.
Maybe if we get a break in the weather, then we'll hop on some coasters.
Yeah, if the rain lets up a little bit and we can get on some outdoor coasters, we'll definitely try to do that. Alright, here's the Rock Cafe. From what we've heard, that's kind of like a Hard Rock back in the States.
Yeah, kind of a US
style
type thing, yeah. Which is interesting because I don't think US is really like a focus at all of the park. It's all the European countries that are represented here. We're in Europa. But so it's kind of interesting to have this here, but I'm sure we'll check it out eventually. But we don't know where we're gonna end up for food today, but there are a lot of cool options. We had heard there were like 4. There's way more than 4. So we're gonna figure that out. We haven't eaten breakfast yet, so breakfast might be dessert. I don't know. What do you think?
It's amazing.
Do you love it?
Yeah.
I love it. So there's a lot of gift shops along this sort of main street location, but there's Harry Potter merch here, which is very surprising. So I wasn't expecting to see Harry Potter merchandise, were you? Harry Potter merchandise in here. Yeah, and there's like Star Wars over in the corner. Superman, Batman, Pulp Fiction. Mario, yeah, interesting. That's definitely not something I thought I would see at Europa Park.
No.
We're gonna go meet Ed, I'm excited. So something you should know about me is that there's the mature part of me that wants to go see, you know, old buildings and history, and then there's the part of me that is infinitely and always going to be a little bit of a 5-year-old girl that loves roller coasters and wants to eat all the food and just scream my head off. So that's probably the part of me you're going to see today, because I still love things like meeting Ed, and that was a lot of fun. So it'll be cool to see all the characters that this park has versus Disney as well. So really, really fun. It's great that he's right out here for the kids and the families. And you really do get a sense so far of the family atmosphere, but also that there's plenty of stuff for adults too. So we're gonna head towards Italy now. There is a ride called GeisterSchloss, which is supposed to be kind of like a haunted mansion. So we're gonna check that out. Are you scared of going to GeisterSchloss?
I hear it's a little more gory than the haunted mansion. It's supposed to be a little spookier.
Spooky. It is in Italy, which is kind of interesting. I wouldn't have thought, like, I mean, I guess I don't really know where I would have thought it would be, but so we've made it to Italy. You can see all the beautiful theming here. Look at this, reminds you so much of like Venice with the red and white striped. I don't know what these actually are, but huh?
Barber pole.
Barber pole, yeah, barber pole. That's a good way to put it. So beautiful, beautiful setting. And then over there is GeisterSchloss. So I will say, the outside of the building is not as themed as Haunted Mansion.
No, definitely not. It's kind of hidden in there.
Kind of hidden in there. Yeah, a lot of rides seem to be almost you could pass them. They're sneaky. They sneak up on you. The wait time is only 1 Minuten.
5 minutes?
Ein.
Oh, ein.
Eins.
Oh, nobody's on.
Yeah. We got a creepy guy over here. We're still in a dune buggy.
Are you scared yet?
I'm so scared.
Ihre Menschen haben diese ausgeladen. Und wer wird jetzt im Monster mehr? Lass dich nichts. Ich hab gehabt, sie kommen aber spät. Ich hab nur etwas mal vorher verwischt. Tief aus der Gruft,
All right, so we just got off of GeisterSchloss, or Ghost House, I think, or Ghost Castle? Ghost Castle, I think is what it means. And I liked it. It was fun. It was cute. Definitely Haunted Mansion vibes.
Yeah, you can see where a lot of the inspiration came from. A lot of similarities.
Yes, the like dancing mannequins, although at Disney it's like holograms. So I will say, I think for this ride, Disney has the upper hand because some of the holographic choices and things, and even some of the this is going to sound weird, but the tonal palette in Haunted Mansion, it's kind of those blues, and it gives you a different ambiance. Yeah, where this is more animatronics. Still really liked it, but I think for this one, I would still pick Haunted Mansion first. But I'm really curious to see, because I know there's a bunch of rides that are supposed to have that inspiration. The Mack family, I believe in the 70s, I want to say this opened in 75. Again, someone correct me if I'm wrong. It was 5 years after Epcot opened, I want to say. But the Mack family had been heavily inspired by Disney. So it's cool to see that inspiration and to bring a little bit of that magic so close while we're living here. but also see again those differences in what makes Europa so special, which so far, oh my gosh, the park is beautiful. Like this park is beautiful. This to me, I think visually the park itself I already prefer. I always loved Epcot as a kid and all the countries, and this is just like that on steroids. So I love how this park looks. So ready to go to something else. What are we headed to next?
You want to do food?
Let's find some food.
Yeah, let's find some breakfast.
We found breakfast in the form of churros. Churros for breakfast. Breakfast of champions. Churros are very big in Disney, so we're gonna kind of compare these. They look amazing. They look so good. You have these little sticks, but I don't know how this is supposed to help me eat this giant churro, if I'm being honest.
Stick it like a skewer.
It's too hot, though. It's like really hot.
This came fresh out of the,
It sure did.
the oil. Freshly made just for you.
It's too heist right now. It's very heist. It smells amazing. That's really good. All right, Casey's gonna try the churros now.
I'm gonna skip the little stick thing. I don't really know how to use it. Just go for it.
It's yum.
It was really good. That's not a bad way to have breakfast. I feel like we get a lot more for what you pay than what you would at Disney. Disney, you get like one really long, big. It's not really thick, but it's just kind of like a longer, skinny churro. Yeah, they're a little more crunchy.
This is one. I can't remember, but
these are very fluffy, and
yeah.
you get quite a bit. Like this is gonna, even just splitting this is gonna kind of hold me over for a while.
Yeah, yeah. And they were €3.50. So this is the sort of France section, but it opens up into this beautiful setting with what a lot of you will know as the Epcot ball. It's actually designed by the same people. It is a bit smaller, but you've got the Moulin Rouge over there. You've got the big Epcot ball that has a coaster inside called the Can Coaster. And we are gonna head to Piraten in Batavia, which is like Pirates of the Caribbean. We did do it last time, and I just thought it was so beautiful, this ride. It's like I couldn't even take it all in. And something we've noticed on a lot of the rides is that the dark rides, you're much closer to the animatronics and the scenery than you would be at Disney. You'd be much further away. So it really, in certain rides especially, makes you feel closer and more involved in the storyline. So we're gonna head to Piraten and try to get a little bit of it on camera. I actually think I like this better than Pirates. It was so beautiful, so I can't wait to do it again. While you hear English speakers call it Europa Park, it is actually Europa, I believe is the correct way to say it. So we are at Europa Park today, and this spot is so stunning. I think I might be remembering where Pirates is incorrectly. If so, there's another dark ride right here. I can't remember what it's called. It's Madame Something's Curiosities. We're gonna probably check that out too because it's a dark ride we haven't done, so we might swing by that first. All right, so we just got off of what is it? Freudenreich?
Freudenreich, yeah.
Freudenreich's Curiosities. Yeah, and it was cute. I mean, it was a cute dark ride. I can see the appeal. I will say the curious part is why she let dinosaurs into the kitchen at one point.
For sure.
So I'm not sure Madame Freudenreich is all
It's a little gone.
yeah,
a little gone
because
now.
she's got dinosaurs all over her place. But I thought it was a cute dark ride. I liked it.
Yeah, it's cute. I can see little kids like it, especially if you're into dinosaurs.
I liked it.
Oh, you liked it?
I liked it. I don't care. I
You
like
really
dark
liked
rides.
it. Okay.
No, I did like it. I thought it was very colorful, very charming. And again, you're just right on top of the animatronics. You could reach out and
they're
touch the
right in front of you.
animatronics. It's crazy here. So
I feel like all the rides here so far have been a lot more
intimate and close.
Yeah, everything's a lot more close to you, but they pack them into a very small
Yes, they do.
space. Like you'd never
do.
think that there was a ride inside where you were going, because it kind of looks like it'd be like a gift shop entrance or something, but then there's this ride inside.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't like long, but it wasn't really short either. That was an average dark ride length, and it doesn't look like you'd have the space for that in there.
Yeah, you would never guess there was a huge ride in that building.
Yeah, so I definitely was off about where Piraten is. It is in Holland, so we're going to head there next. We will probably come back and do the Can coaster at some point too today, since it is indoor, so that's a coaster we can do and get out of the rain. But the wait was maybe 25 minutes. I just thought we could maybe do a little better than that. So let's head to Piraten, and then we're going to see about some shows today.
Yeah, let's go.
So we're heading kind of through Switzerland right now, the Swiss section, on our way to Holland.
This is probably one of my favorite sections so far that we've seen.
Yeah, me too.
It makes me feel like we're actually in Switzerland, even though I wouldn't know because I've never been. But maybe someday.
Maybe someday, hopefully soon. That's high on my list for sure. Beautiful, beautiful section. Wow. And there is kind of a little bobsled ride here, but again, outdoor rain, probably not the most pleasant time for it. There it is, Piraten in Batavia, over in the Holland area. We've got a teacup ride in this little awning as well. We've got a 10-minute wait for Piraten, so let's go. Oh, only a 5-minute wait.
Es gibt gar keinen Piraten, Alter. Gebraucht ihn nur für das Gute. Überlasst ihn niemals den Bösen. Bravo! Cortés! Komm!
All right, so we just got off Piraten in Batavia.
Yes, we did. I love that ride. I could just come here and ride that over and over and over and over. It is so beautifully done.
Yeah, everything, like we said earlier, is so close to you, and it feels like you're really in the ride.
Yeah.
And all the different scents that get pumped into there. And
I know people love the scent in the Pirates ride, especially in Disneyland, which, to be fair, I haven't done the one in Disneyland, so I don't know, but it's almost like these sweet Middle Eastern type spices at points.
Yeah.
It's so
yeah,
nice.
it smells so good in there. And just the, I don't know, what would you call it, like holographic effects
Yeah,
and stuff?
it was
or the
like a
projector
combination of
effect?
projection and animatronics, and the way that it blends together is really quite great, I think.
Yeah. And we were just talking with the restaurant that you pass through on the ride might actually be where maybe we eat lunch today.
Yeah, we're gonna kind of see what sort of food they have since I'm a picky eater, but it's cool. It reminds you of in Epcot, the Mexico Pavilion, how you can kind of see the boats coming around. So it's really interesting because it's got the Pirates of the Caribbean inspiration, but it's definitely different because of where culturally you're kind of floating through, I suppose. So it's kind of different set pieces than what you would see on Pirates in the Caribbean. And obviously then you kind of have the tie to the Mexico Pavilion as well, with that being where the boat restaurant is, I guess, if that makes sense. So,
yeah, kind of just a mix of different inspirations from Disney World, it kind of seems like.
This is still my favorite ride of what we've been on. Still, it was, I think, the first thing we did because I love the original Pirates. So I was like, yeah, I want to do Pirates. I think it's still my favorite ride here that I've been on so far. So it's going to be a hard one to top for me. I love dark rides. I love seeing all of the engineering and things like that in rides, you know. And it's, even though I enjoy a coaster, it's like I enjoy the creativity in dark rides. So
yeah,
really
I'm kind
special.
of the opposite. I'm more of a roller coaster person.
But then you get the best of both worlds,
yeah,
so you get both.
We're probably not going to get to do many of those today, though, with the weather.
Unfortunately, it said 50% all day, but so far it's been 100% the whole time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna
We'll definitely be back.
Yeah, we're gonna head to a show at 1, so we're gonna have to check the times here and then figure out what we're doing next. I don't know yet, so. Okay, so we are in Iceland. I don't know if you can see us very well. We are getting ready to get on what they call the monorail, what you would know at Disney as the Peoplemover, right? And their monorail is called EP Express. It's going to be very confusing. I know I'm going to mess that up already. But we are getting ready to get on their version of the monorail, hop around, and try to get to the show.
There's the food loop.
Food Loop. We love Food Loop. So here's a little footage we took at Food Loop. Your food comes to you by a roller coaster track. Every table has a different one. The food was great. It was very affordable, and we cannot wait to go back. So we are at Bamboe Baai, which is the restaurant that is has the Piraten boats coming through, and it's kind of like rice bowls. You can sort of pick your own rice bowl or noodle bowl.
They had salad bowls too.
They have salad bowls too. That's right. It's beautiful in here. We've got a nice view of the boats coming by. See, Bamboe Baai. Yeah. So we're gonna enjoy this food now. It was about 35 euros for drinks and food, so not too bad. I think Food Loop's still slightly more economical, but the wait was crazy though today. So we're gonna try this out, see how it is.
How is it?
It's really good. My sauce is delicious. Maybe too much sauce, but the flavor is
You got like a peanut sauce, right?
peanut chili. Yeah, I don't know 100% what the cuisine is supposed to be. If it's Thai, it feels in that vein, but I'm not 100% sure. But a lot of those kind of spices, you know, again, that you see in Indian food, Thai food, the kind of curries and the peanuts and the spicy. It is really good. This is some of the best food with a bit of a kick to it that I think I've had since we've been in Germany. Like, the spice is really nice in it. All right, we're going for a coaster. The Moulin Rouge Can Coaster Eurostat. 15 minutes, not bad. Awesome.
All right, we just got off of Moulin Rouge.
Can Coaster.
Yeah.
Can Eurostat.
Whatever. You
Yes.
know what I meant. I like it. It's a fun, really fast roller coaster. It reminds me a little bit of the Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of those glowing, almost what would you call
like
billboard type elements
Yeah, where you
throughout
just
the
fly
ride.
underneath them, and everything else is really dark and it's really fast.
I liked it better this time. We got put in the very last car, and there's a little bit more kind of a whip to it, which was sort of, I think, what I was missing the first time, is I thought it was tamer than I expected. The back car is definitely better, in my opinion, for this particular coaster. I had a lot more fun, I think, this time than the first. I would have loved to see the original too, because we've heard it was originally kind of like a space theme, sort of like Space Mountain, except in the Epcot ball of all things.
Yeah.
But obviously we didn't get to see it that way, so we can't speak to whether the original was better versus this one. But it's a fun little indoor coaster, I think.
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty fast too.
Pretty fast too, and I mean, I've always loved France, and so all the French theming is really fun too. I think we're gonna head. We've got an illusion show we're gonna go see today. That might be the only one we do today, because one of the other ones we wanted to do was outdoor, and we just figured this is not a great day for that. But there's kind of this little star path back over towards Italy that we're gonna follow to the illusion show. So let's go.
We're following this little star path that leads back to Italy. It also goes right past this little theater here with all the other characters from the park. Little 4D show, it says Priscilla Presley there.
Oh. Sure is.
And these ones don't have names on them. I'm not taking yet. They got one for you.
They got one for me. They don't know yet, but it's gonna be for me. Magic type of show, so we're headed in now.
All right, we just got out of the illusion show.
We did.
I thought it was really cool.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
Really good for a park show, and yeah, the girls' costumes were much more, I would say, risque than what you would probably see in the States. I used to do theme park shows when I was a little younger, and I always looked like a bumpkin in them. Like, I did not look cool. Their costumes were really, really more adult, but really cool costuming, I thought, as well. And I told Casey, I said, when the show started, I thought, man, I would have loved to do a show like this when I was, you know, a little bit younger and doing shows and stuff. But then it was so funny, because then as soon as the girls started going into, there were some dance routines and things and acrobatics as well, not just illusion.
Yeah.
And it was like one girl holding her full body weight upside down on the other girl's big toe. And I was like, that's why I never got cast for that, because there's no possible way I would have been doing all of that. So
Yeah, I like that it wasn't just an illusion show, though, that they kind of, in between tricks, I guess.
Mhm,
they
or
kind of,
setups, yeah.
They kind of broke down into like a dance routine with some laser light shows and
really cool. Yeah, really cool
pyrotechnic
numbers.
stuff. Yeah,
And
it's a really cool show.
it was a cool show. I would definitely recommend checking that one out. And anytime I see any show that's good, I miss performing so much. So it just always makes me miss being on stage and doing all of that. But thought it was really good. And the tricks, magic in general, to me, I just am always amazed by. I know there's like a process to it, but
Yeah,
I can never figure
you
it
can't
out.
Figure it out. Yeah, it's just so seamless, and it's like I don't know how they do the things that they do. Like all of a sudden, there's 3 people coming out of this tiny little box
That you can't see any way, point of entry or anything
yeah,
that they would
it
have
makes no
gotten
sense.
into.
It's cool whether you like magic or not. So.
Yeah, it's a really good show. I can't wait to do more. We may only do the one today just because there's so much of the park still that we haven't even seen. So we'll figure it out. We're going to head some direction that we haven't been yet, which would be Ireland, England. We haven't spent a ton of time in the Scandinavian area, the Spanish area, and then there's a German area too that we think has like a medieval castle you can eat in, which we'd love to do at some point. Haven't been over there either, so lots to see. Oh, and there's like a Fairytale village or something.
Yeah, I haven't seen probably another third of the park that we haven't even been into yet.
Yeah, so we just figured we'd like to show you as much as possible, so we're going to kind of check some stuff out. We're going to hop on another little boat ride that looks like it's got some Fairytale animatronics. I missed the name when we came in, but I'll put it on the screen here. Yeah, really cute.
Now entering Ireland.
My people!
Your people!
I'm Irish and Scottish mostly, so I always like seeing the Irish themed stuff. And look, we've even got Ed here. Characters. There's a Express over there.
Express.
Cute little kids coaster, and we got a castle over here. This is like a giant playground for kids. Look at the size of these slides. I would have died as a kid if I had that. That's awesome.
It's a huge slide. It's a huge playground. I think what's really cool about some of these areas too is like the playgrounds and stuff that like if as a parent, if you were just wanting to sit down and kind of like relax and get your food and eat for a little bit, but you can send your kids to like these little playgrounds to sit and watch them still, but they have a way of expending their energy at the same time.
And this one's awesome. I'm telling you, as a kid, I would have just been all over this. These giant slides and the castle theming.
All right, we are entering the England section.
Yes, there is a taxi sort of spinning ride, like almost like the what do you call it? Teacups. Not my thing, but it's really cute that it's the classic red bus.
Can you get in this taxi? Can you get in with the guy?
I don't know. No. The Globe Theatre here has another show we'd like to check out at some point. Guys, I found Diagon Alley. It's Diagon Alley here in London. You're a wizard, Harry. Yeah, so we think we're in like the little Fairytale village. Again, technical names I'll put on the screen. But we've got a lot of Fairytale characters and kind of interactive elements with animatronics, I believe, through this section, as well as some rides. So it's Hansel and Gretel. Hansel and Gretel. It's got different language options here. So you've got it in English, you've got it in French, and you've got it in German. So that's really cool. Really nice and handy. I don't know if the scene's going to be in English, but...
Hansel and Gretel got lost in the woods and found shelter.
So we've got an English translation in this section. So that's really cool. Obviously, we want to learn German, but it will take years to learn enough to understand this. So it is nice to have this.
Don't feed the wildlife.
This whole little fairy tale village is super charming. We see Arthur the ride over there, which we've heard is like really, really awesome. I know we won't know the story, but we're gonna have to check that out. Definitely. We've got another story in here, which is the Frog Prince. We've got a scene, and again, you can choose your language over in this book, which is really, really great for, we've got, like I said, German, French, and English here, so. And out here at Frau Halle, we do have like a snow machine that's going. So we've got some cool snow blowing. There it goes. And now we're gonna head over to Arthur. So this is the Arthur ride. I know it's based on films, I believe, or shows that we haven't seen, but it's supposed to be part dark ride, part coaster, and I've just heard this is really, really good, so yeah. Wow, that looks cool. Theming over here is great too. Really, huh? Oh, Ed's here. This is really cool too. This reminds me a little bit of like the Avatar Pandora like section. This kind of a theming here. All right, we just got off Arthur. What'd you think?
I think so far it's probably my favorite ride that we've been on today. It kind of reminded me of like the Harry Potter ride.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah, like I could see that.
It kind of stops at different scenes and kind of immerses you into like
the land.
The ride itself and the little scenes that they have.
Yeah.
But then I like that it's not just a regular roller coaster. It kind of speeds up and slows down in areas.
Yeah,
and launches you a little bit.
Part dark ride, part coaster. It's kind of an interesting like mix of things. I really liked it too. I still think Piraten might be my favorite, but I really liked this. This was also a very excellent ride. Both, like you said, it had a little bit of everything. The dark ride features were really well done, as well as the coaster was really fun and kind of unexpected. And the theming throughout the building was just really great too. It makes me want to watch the movie though, because again, we couldn't understand the bits that were being said, which wasn't much, but I'd like to kind of know the storyline a little bit.
Yeah. And then it's cool because the ride itself kind of goes through the queue line.
Yeah.
So it's like going over the top of people waiting in line. So you get to watch it go by a couple times.
And in the building itself.
Yeah, it goes through the building where there's also like, there's a snack area and then...
A little small ride I saw.
Another little small ride and a kids play area and stuff like that the coaster kind of just goes over the top of, so it's really cool.
It is really cool. That was a really good one that we would definitely do over and over, I think, for sure. So
yeah, doing the ride made me want to go watch the movie.
I want to go watch the movie too, so we might have to do that. So onward towards, I think, Scandinavia, but pit stops on the way, very possible.
It's the Cinderella slipper.
And I am the Cinderella, so let's see. Looks like a pretty good fit to me.
Oh, with a shoe on?
Yeah, so imagine how much better it would be without the shoe. It's a perfect fit.
I think it'd be a little big with a shoe
I
off.
will accept all crowns to the DHL box.
Alright, so we just dodged a bullet walking out of the Fairytale land.
There's like a frog statue up on a pillar. And I guess he spits water, and the guy in front of us just got ate in the back of the head with it, and we had no idea.
Yeah, if we would have been the first person walking out, you would have been shot right in the head.
I already got shot in the head on Piraten, but it's so funny because there was one on the other side as well. Like, they were kind of side by side. I pulled Casey real quick because I'm like, no, there's another one where, we're surrounded by the spitting frogs.
Yeah, it's just funny how interactive the Fairytale land is.
It's really cute back here. This would be, we could really spend some time back here, and I'm sure we will in the future spend more time really going into all the little buildings, especially because there was Cinderella. I think there's Rapunzel somewhere in here as well. There's a lot of characters people would know back home, and then there's also classics that we don't see at parks back home, like the Hansel and Gretel and stuff like that. So it'd be really cool to do a deep dive into here sometime. All right, was haben Sie hier?
Käsekine mit Brötchen?
Yeah.
That's how they say it?
He's going for some classic German food here from the snack booth.
It's like a double wiener. In the bread? You put it in the bread?
Yeah, I believe
This is
so.
what the picture looked like.
That is, I think
That's what the picture
that's very long to try to eat out of that little broche.
This is how the Germans
Go
do
for it.
Mmm.
Is it like cheese in it?
There's cheese in the meat, yeah.
That's what I was wondering when it said that.
That makes sense. I was wondering where the cheese was when it
Yeah.
ate it. But
I don't eat pork, but if I did, it'd have cheese in it. It would have cheese in it. So
but no, it's really good. I like it.
yeah,
Bad for a theme park snack.
we're each kind of roaming for one more snack. And we've got 4 rides we'd like to try to get to, but we have about an hour and a half left, so that may or may not happen. But we've got sort of a list now of things we'd like to check out. And I would like to get a potato tornado or a Spirello or whatever they call it here. I've been looking for that since we moved to Germany, and we know that they have it here. So if I see it, it's on, folks. Something else I did want to mention is I have a coffee here that I got in the Arthurland in the Pavillion there. And it was the only place so far that told me they had milk alternatives. It did market itself as a healthy sort of little snack restaurant bar type of place. So if you are looking for a milk alternative, the Arthurland has that there for your coffee. All right, so we have made it to the Scandinavia. Made it to the Scandinavian section, and Snorri Touren's back here, so we're gonna run there, and then we're hopefully gonna try Blue Fire, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully the weather holds off and we can get on it and stay dry.
Yes. Snorri's Warehouse. Warehouse? Is that Snorri's warehouse? I guess that's what that means. I like Snorri. He's so cute.
Singen wir laut. Wir feiern Klatschen, tanzen nach und weiter wieder der Baum voll Mund.
Alright, we're going for Blue Fire. It is raining now though, a little bit. So we're gonna try to endure it.
We're gonna try Snorri Touren. I actually thought was really quite cute. A little bit long of a line for what it is, but I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I thought the lights and the colors and everything were fun to look at.
All the animatronic stuff's been really cool here, so I enjoyed it again, but we're gonna try for the big boy coaster in the rain. We're just gonna be like locals who seem to be getting on river rafting and everything.
They have like the little dryer things that you can pay to get in, and it dries you off and heats you up after you get off like a water ride.
Yeah, you step in and you put €2 in and it like dries you off. That's kind of cool.
There's like a little virtual reality experience as you walk through Blue Fire in the queue line here. It's kind of cool. Alright, so we just got off Blue Fire and it was incredible.
Very
That
fun.
was super fun.
Very fun.
I would do that one again in a heartbeat.
We want to do Wodon eventually too, because we heard it's one of the best ones, and I do love a wooden coaster, but I think at this age I gotta prep and take some Dramamine.
We need some Advil before we get on that one.
Just to be sure. This is the second ride I've cried on, guys. When I get on coasters, my eyes just go. He looked at me at the end and he's like, "Are you okay?" Like, it was so beautiful. It was just such a beautiful ride.
Yeah, no, Blue Fire was a really fun roller coaster. That had a really fast launch, lots of spins and loops.
And even a little theming at the beginning.
Yeah, you got a quick little
Pre-show.
pre-show,
Yeah.
And then,
That was cool. We didn't get to see how goofy we look because they take a video and photo of you on this, but we must have missed it because we took too long. So.
yeah, we had to gather all of our camera gear and stuff when we got off, so it takes a minute.
I'm gonna try to find a snack for me, and then I think we're gonna try to run and do Voletarium before we leave. That's, I think, kind of the plan. It says they're open till 6:30 tonight, so we have a little wiggle room on time. So yeah, I think we're gonna try to get those up. Alright, so I finally got potato on a stick. I've been wanting this since I came to Germany. Don't ask me why. I just thought it looked amazing, and I got a paprika one. And we are over here out of the rain, but I've been wanting to show you this woman bus biker situation. It's all over the park. I think it's part of this ice show, but very, very funny. It's almost identical to Buzz's uniform. So you've got a redhead uniform here. So, potato on a stick. Look at this. Spiral potato looks amazing. Oh.
It's crunchier than I thought it was going to be.
It's like a chip.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going to be soft. It's really good, but it's a potato chip. I totally thought it was like a softer potato.
Tastes like a paprika chip.
I don't know how well this is focusing for you all. Probably not very because of Buzz back there, but...
Alright, we're making our way over to Voletarium. Probably the last thing we're able to do today. The park's getting ready to close in like
probably
about 20 minutes.
There's so many things we didn't get to do. I mean, we're going to be vlogging here fairly often because we have season passes.
So yeah, we're going to make a point to make it back. Probably with a chest cam or something. We'll try to do front row on all the big roller coasters.
POV.
Yeah, I'll do POV of all of them.
Yeah, we did order a chest mount, so we'll have that probably the next time we come down, which, again, we got season passes, so I hope we're here fairly often. There will probably be times I'm even here by myself, so if that's something you want to see vlogged, let me know. I'm sure it's more interesting with both of us, but I know there are days I'll be able to come that he won't and things like that, so I'm sure we'll do some together, and I'll be here some by myself too, but it's a beautiful park. I just absolutely love it.
Yep, but we gotta get over to Voletarium before they close now.
Alright, so we just got back off the monorail, back to the hotel we stayed at. EP Express. I keep calling, I know, it's very confusing, but we accidentally hit the wrong button, so we didn't get any of the queue line for Voletarium, unfortunately.
We did ride it though.
We did ride it. What'd you think?
I like it. I think it's fun. It's, you know, it feels like you're riding like a hang glider or a helicopter or something, and they still do that where they pump all the scents in and you get the wind in your face and stuff like that. Yeah, and the mist when you're going through the clouds. So it's fun and cool experience.
I think my favorite is still when they had Soarin' over California in Disney, which I don't know if that's what they're still doing at Disneyland, but at Disney World they have Soarin' around the world. I just liked how the scents really went with the California one. That's still been my favorite. But what I really liked about Voletarium is the way that the cars stack. You don't have feet dangling in front of you if you're not on that front row. So that's a big improvement in the design, in my opinion. The screens seem like they could use a little work to me. There are a few times here and there that they seem a little dark or a little unclear. I don't know how long the ride's been there. It's just a minor criticism. I really like the ride, but that was like my one small thing that I thought also on Soarin' is a little better. The screen quality, I think, is a little bit better. But I like seeing all the different countries and stuff. I could do without the CGI horses. There's like one scene where horses go across and they're really badly CGI. Really
fake looking, but you gotta look really close to see that. So.
And the rest is beautiful. I mean, I love seeing all the different sites from around the world and stuff like that. So it was a fun ride. I love the theming through the queue. It's very Harry Potter-ish. You feel like you're kind of in this little castle with owls, and I really liked that a lot too. I thought the inside was just beautiful.
Yeah, super fun. Overall, the park's been great.
Love it.
We'll definitely be back multiple times throughout the year and shoot other videos.
And we will try to ride everything, even kids rides. We want to try it all. We do have season passes, like I said, so we really want to try to get to everything. And there have been surprise ones too. I mean, little things even like the Snorri Touren, it's just really well done. You know, it might be more of a kid's ride, but it's very well done. So there's little surprises like that that maybe I wasn't expecting to like too as much as I did.
Yeah, the Snorri one was actually kind of cool. I liked it. There's other little ones though that I could deal without, but we're trying to do everything.
What about the food?
The food's been really good.
And pretty reasonably priced.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I will say the merchandise at the park is very expensive. I think they have Disney beat on prices, because I actually bought a hoodie, which will probably be one of the only clothing items I will buy, because it was like 70 euros for a hoodie, which to me is a little unreasonable. I think that's a little excessive.
Steep.
Yeah, but the food prices make up for it in terms of being, I think, very fair.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind about the merch. Set some extra money aside if you're wanting to buy any merch, because it's going to cost you a little bit extra.
I like the layout here a lot better compared to Disney. Disney seems very structured and very open and everything, and this is there's a lot of narrow paths and everything just feels closer, and
it's more intimate, and also it's kind of more charming because you go down these little paths and turn a corner and something just blows you away in terms of how it looks, and it catches you off guard a little bit more. Where Disney, you really can't be snuck up on. It's just big open paths.
Yeah, and there's so many more rides than I expected, and they're just kind of hidden in these tiny little buildings. And like the Snorri one, we couldn't find
forever
for the longest time because it's just like a random doorway in this like light tower.
Yeah. And I'm going to say something controversial. Some of you probably already heard me say it on Instagram, but I think I like it better than Disney. And I think a lot of that has to do with, again, that extra bit of charm, those little surprises that happen, because even as a little kid, I was that weird kid that wanted to go to Epcot and see all the countries and be immersed in kind of that vibe of just, I don't know, I find it so magical having all the countries and the scenery and stuff. And so this takes that up even another level.
Yeah.
So it really has my favorite parts of kind of what I would say my favorite parts of Disney are here, but just on a more intense level. So yeah, controversial opinion. I think I prefer Europa Park to Disney myself, but of course they both have wonderful things about them. So
yeah, I think I'm more of a fan of this. It's definitely more geared towards more adult people. I think there's a lot more fun, faster roller coasters and stuff than at Disney. Disney's got a lot more little kid rides.
It's like if you mashed up all the parks, because you got kind of ride focused the way Hollywood Studios has more coasters and stuff, mixed with Epcot, mixed with Magic Kingdom, because I think there's also a lot of rides for little ones as well. So it's a really great mix of stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll be back, and we're actually going to be going to Phantasialand soon too. So we're looking forward to that.
That'll probably be the next big park video that
probably.
Get.
Yeah, probably. So we hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Come along the Germany journey with us. I can't even say that. Germany journey with us here on the channel, and we will see you in the next video.
See ya.
Bye.